Welcome to Pilates. Somehow we managed to make it to Friday. So congratulations on that. You made it all the way to Friday. That's incredible. So let's get ourselves situated on the mat. We're going to connect the sits bones down to the ground. So we're feeling connected to the floor, to the earth. We're going to take a couple big cleansing breaths. And again. Hand to the opposite knee and rotate. So we're setting our intention for this time. What we want to do here is work on improving the connection between mind and body, getting better at operating our vehicle. Take it over to the other side. So as we're going along, we're going to be really present in our bodies. So we're not pushing through, we're not pushing past pain. We are trying to focus on being really present in our bodies and in control of our emotions. So thinking quality versus quantity. So taking breaks is totally fine. It's a perfect. Come on back into the center. Switch which leg is in front. A couple deep breaths. And again. We're going to walk those hands as far forward as we can get them. And we're also going to make a commitment to scale up or scale back as we need to. So some stuff's going to be really easy. You're going to be able to do a lot of reps. Other times it's actually going to make more sense to scale back or again to take breaks. So we are dedicating ourselves to that intention. All right, rolling on back up to setting. So we're going to start down here with a couple big breaths again. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to be heading into a little bit of our mermaid warm-up. A couple more here. One more. And we're going to add to it. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to rest my hand directly underneath my shoulder and use my whole hand. So my fingertips are involved as well. I'm going to stretch out, thinking mermaid, right? So I'm hanging out on a rock, cat calling it sailors, right? So I'm down here in my mermaid. I'm going to exhale, lift up to this modified side plank, and lower back down to chill and bask on my rock. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower back down. Again, exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower back down. Two more. So I'm coming up, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. It's very much just in this one plane of motion. And come on back down. Now you're going to have an option to add to it. We're going to keep going. So you can bring it up to this modified side plank, then dip down. The hips are stacked. I'm not resting, I'm just hovering. And then come all the way up and over and lower it back down. Again, we're going to lift up to that side plank. Dip it down, carry it all the way over, and all the way back down. Two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, all the way down. One more time, making sure we're using that whole hand. We're not making this a wrist responsibility to hold all our weight. Now you're going to have a choice. You can do the exact same sequence again, or you can extend it out to the feet. So again, we are luscious mer people of all genders. We're going to bring it on up. You can bring it to the side plank, and then bring it all the way back down. Again, exhale up. Inhale down. Raise it on up. Bring it back down. One more time. So we're stacking those shoulders, stacking the hips. Now we're going to add the rest of the mermaid to it. So we're going to lift it up, tilt it, bring it up and over, and all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Two more. And one more time. Lift, dip, over, and return. Come on back down to just those arms we did at the very beginning. Inhale up to the sky, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. 3, 2, one more time. Same thing, other side. So we're going to start ourselves out in our mer person. I'm going to take it to the knee. So we're going to use the whole hand and bring it up, exhale, and lower back down to rest. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. So it's nice and easy right now, so we can really focus on the quality of the form. One hip stacked directly above the other, one shoulder above the other. Now we're going to add to it. So we'll bring it up, tip it on, Up and over, and back down. Lift to the modified side plank, lowering the hips, but they're not gonna rest. Up and over, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, back down. 1 more time. So my wrist is perfectly comfortable because I'm gonna make sure that I'm distributing the weight across the whole hand. Now I have an option. I can do the exact same thing again, where I can straighten out the legs. Beautiful, my person. Bring it on up to the side plank, and down. Bring it on up to the side plank, and down. 2 more. Exhale, and inhale. 1 more time. And relax. Now we're ready to add even more to it if we want to. So we'll lift it up, tilt it, carry it over, all the way back down. Lift it up, tilt it, carry it up and over, back down. 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 1 more time. And relax, coming on back down. Adjust those arms again. Reach up to the sky, squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1 more time. And relax. I'm gonna pop on up to standing and approach my mat runway style. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. All right, so down here at one end, I got plenty of mat in front of me. I'm gonna reach up to the sky. Head comes down, shoulders come down, unzip the zipper down your back, all the way to the bottom. Drop this elbow, we're gonna stack the vertebrae and roll back. Beautiful, we're going back down again. Just practicing articulating that spine down. This time we're gonna walk it out to a modified plank. Roll it down, walk it out. Our modified plank is a straight line from the head through the hips to the knees. So we're gonna squeeze the butt cheeks, drop the heart, because the modified plank's a little bit easier. That allows us to be really precise with the form. So we're not resting back here. We're not doing a little stretch. With the modified plank, heart is dropped. Take a deep breath here. We're gonna dial those elbows in so the ribs, the elbows are right next to the ribs. And we're gonna go down for 3, 2, 1 more time. So we held that modified plank and added the bend. Tuck the toes under, push the butt back, walk the hands back. Drop the tailbone, roll to stand. This time, you're gonna have the choice to do the exact same thing again, or to add to it. Roll it down, walk it out. So you can again take it to the knees, or take it to the feet. We take it to the feet into this full plank. We're gonna make sure the shoulders and the hips are the same height. So this is adorable. So we're gonna flatten it out. Heart drops. Shoulders and hips at the same height. We're gonna take a deep breath here. Again, dial the elbows in so they're right next to your ribcage. We're gonna hold the plank as we lower down for 3, 2, 1 more time. Come back up to your plank, take a deep breath. Push the butt back, walk the hands back. Drop the tailbone, roll it out. So we're gonna go back out, and I'm gonna keep giving you options, but the stuff we've done so far continues to be on the menu. Roll it on down. Walk it on out. So I'm gonna come to a standard plank. You can also come to the knees. And we're gonna first take a deep breath, just focusing on the quality of this form. Then if I wanna add to it, I'm gonna pick up one heel and lift and lower. Holding the plank, so nothing changes in terms of the plank posture. My hips and shoulders stay the same height. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna plant that foot. On the other side, same thing. This is an option. I can also just be holding the plank. 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot, take a deep breath. Push the butt back. Walk the hands back. Drop the tailbone and roll to stand. All right, I'm gonna give you a couple more options. We're gonna go out there, you can keep adding to it with me, or you can redo any of the stuff we've done so far. Coming on that to the plank. We're gonna take a deep breath, focusing on the quality of the form. Bend one knee, heels to the sky, and lift. Loose. Keeping that knee lifted. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna place that foot back down. Just checking on our plank again. Bend the other knee, lift and lower. Balance between the left and the right is super important here. Not switching back. Wrists are directly underneath the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot. Take a deep breath. Push the butt back. Walk the hands back. Roll to stand. Exhale. All right, we're going back out one more time. Roll it down. Walk it out. This will be our last of these. First thing is checking in on our plank. We can do this from the knees or the feet. Pick up one foot, in and out to the side. Three, 2, 1. We're gonna plant that foot, and again, bring it back into the plank. Make sure we're stable here, other foot. Wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, back is flat. Keep that heart dropped. 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot, take a deep breath. Push the butt back. Walk the hands back. Drop the tailbone. Roll to stand. Exhale. Whoosh. All right, so while we're up here, I'm gonna adjust, have my director of cinematography adjust because I'm getting my head cut off here. Do one more thing while we're standing here. So, everything's going great. So I'm gonna bring my feet right next to each other. Push the butt back, like I'm sitting on a chair. Shoulder blades plug back, arms reach up to the sky. I'm flattening out my back, so I'm not rounding, flattening it out. And that's gonna mean engaging the core to do that. So I'm tilting the pelvis while I push the butt back. So a lot of stuff to think about. Reach up to the sky, shoulder blades flat, back. Take a deep breath. One more time. Reach up to the sky with the shoulder blades plugged back. And then we're gonna lift and lower the heels. Now my height is gonna stay the same. So this work is just isolated to the legs. Lifting and lowering the heels. Again, keep those arms up and the shoulders back. 3, 2, lift both heels and hold. Take a deep breath. I'm gonna lower one heel, raise it back up. Lower one heel, raise it back up. One, and then the other. Holding the rest of the posture. So my height is not gonna change. One heel, and then the other. Yeah, it's a lot of thinking on this one. So I'm sitting back in my invisible chair. If I need to reset, I can always reset and then come back in. 3, 2, 1 more to each side. And hold, heels lifted. Arms reach up, shoulders plug back. One more deep breath. Lower the heels, roll it up to stand. Take a couple big breaths. And again. Now, we're gonna shift them down for the mats. So again, my director of photography, who is me. Let's scooch this down here. We're gonna come down to the end of the mat, so we have plenty of mat behind us. Butt is planted, feet are planted. Articulate the spine down, one vertebra at a time. And now, hug in your knees. So we're just gonna indulge in some panda time. And the whole point of panda time is what is going on with my body? What do I feel? And what can I give my body right now? I think it feels good to rock side to side right now, so that's why I'm doing that. If I felt like my ankles would like to do a little roll, then I'll do that. And if I feel like my legs should straighten out, that would feel good. I'm gonna go with that. Maybe I bring my knees into my armpits, into a happy baby. There's really a lot of options. Even just chilling here on our backs. We can do a lot of things for our bodies right now that might feel good. Take another couple deep breaths, just checking in. How do my feet feel, my ankles, my calves, all the way up, all the way back down. One more breath. And relax. We're gonna plant the feet. So we're gonna get ready for our core fundamentals, the Pilates 100. So this is one of the most basic things, plug the shoulders down into the rib cage. We're going to tighten the core and flatten the back against the ground. So there was a natural arch there between the back and the mat because of the curve of our spine. And we just flattened it out. We flattened the back against the ground by tightening the core. We're going to squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the glutes, the butt cheeks, then bring the legs to table. So we get a nice 90-degree angle behind the knees. Then we can add even more. Lift the shoulder blades away from the mats. We're going to leave enough room between the chin and the chest for like a tennis ball. Arms come to our sides. So this is our first thing, just holding on to all of this work. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take another deep breath here. And then we can add even more. Add tricep beats. So both arms are going to lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. For 5 tricep beats, breathe in. For 5 tricep beats, breathe out. Filling up the ribcage there. Exhaling it out. Now I'm going to give you a fun option to add to it. We're going to take one leg, lower it on down. Bring that knee back up. Other side. Lower that straight leg down. As low as you can control it, but not so low that hips up. And bring it back up. Exhale to lower that leg down. Inhale to bring it back up. Again. Listen to the hips. Again, if they pop, you're extending too low. You don't need to go super low. Two more to each side. For 5 arm beats, breathe in. For 5 arm beats, breathe out. Shoulders are lifted, middle back is flat. One more to each side. And last one. And relax, bring it in for a hug. Nice. So we're gonna go through that checklist again. We're just chilling, and then we plug the shoulders down into the ribcage, flatten out the back, tightening the core, squeeze the butt cheeks, squeeze the pelvic floor. So we got a lot of stuff going on, even though it doesn't look like much. Legs come to table. Again, we're gonna lift the shoulder blades up. So we leave enough room between the chin and the chest. We're not straining the neck. It shouldn't hurt the neck. If it hurts the neck, we wanna chill out and try this again. This time, hands next to the knees. This is our starting position. Drop the hands, legs go straight up. That's it. That's the whole thing. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. So we're gonna keep the knees directly above the hips. Shoulders lifted. Staying nice and strong. Being precise between these two postures. Shoulders up, middle back flat. That whole checklist, you know all of the pieces. 3, 2, one more time. And relax. Bring the knees back into the chest for a hug. Take a deep breath here. And then we'll bring those legs back into the sky, legs to the feet. So we're going to again flatten out the back. And now I'm going to bring the right hand up toward the outside of the left foot. It's okay if you don't reach that far. It's not the point. We're just aiming in that direction. Lower that shoulder blade back down. Keep the legs where they are. Other hand, reach it up to the outside. And we're going to lower it back down. So we're keeping the legs still. One shoulder lifts and come back down. We don't want this to be a neck strain. So don't worry about how high your head lifts. Your head just comes with you. It's your shoulder. So we're going to engage the abs and add rotation. Engage the abs and add rotation. Legs are staying completely still. Now, if you can't keep them straight today, oh well, you can bend the knees. But we just want to keep them still. We want to keep the legs still. So that's part of the work, is that stabilization. 2 more to each side. 1 more to each side. Lift the shoulder and rotate. 1 more time. And now we're going to add to it. So I'm going to lift that shoulder and reach up to the outside of the opposite foot. Other leg lowers down. All right, bring it on back up. Reach it up to the opposite foot. Other side lowers down. And bring it on back up. Reach and return. Reach and return. One shoulder lifts. The legs slice down the midline. We're keeping one leg still to the sky. And it can be helpful to look straight up to make sure that leg doesn't start tilting to the side. We're instead keeping it upright. One shoulder up and rotate. One shoulder up and rotate. 2 more to each side. And one more. Bring the heels back up to the sky and relax. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit more to that. Lifting the shoulder blades up, middle back is flat. So we're going to do that checklist from before. Plug the shoulders down, lift up. We're gonna lower one heel towards the ground. The leg is gonna come up and around, back to the side. Other leg, the heel's gonna lower down, point the toe, bring it around. Yeah, that's the hard part. The circle doesn't have to be super big. We're gonna lower that heel down, point the toe, that leg's gonna come around. You know the drill with hips, right? When you are making circles and gestures with your hips involved, we're listening to the edges, we're listening to the boundaries of what we can safely do. If the hips pop or crack, they're going, no, you're not. And that is because that's a tendon going over a bone. You can have lots of noisy body parts, but hips are one where we're like, okay, all right, I hear you. I'm gonna listen to those boundaries. So if you are hearing popping or cracking in the hips, you're gonna make it a smaller circle, maybe not go as low, maybe not go as wide. 2 more to each side. Shoulders up. If you get tired, you can't keep the shoulders up anymore, you're just straining your neck, just chill all the way out. Don't do the leg part if the shoulders aren't up. One more time. And relax. Take a moment here to bring the knees into the chest. And then we're going to go back into it one more time, go the other way, and then we'll move on with our legs. Legs up to the sky. Again, lift the shoulder blades up. Middle back is flat. So you want a beautiful, strong support system for the middle back. So there's not that gap there where we're making this like fulcrum lever situation really difficult for the lower back. All right, we're going to point the toes. We're going to take one leg around. Again, listening to the hips. If the hips pop, you might have gone too low or too wide or something like that. We're going to change that. Other side. Circle it around and back up. Listen to your hips. That's really important. Not only for the safety of your hips, but just that's one of the skills we're working on. Is not just pushing through our bodies as though they have no limitations. Instead, we're going to work within the boundaries of what we're able to do today, and we're going to get stronger and more flexible over time. And we'll already have the muscle memory for good form. That's what we're thinking here. This is an ongoing process forever. We're always going to be working on listening to our body and adjusting. 2 more to each side. One leg stays completely still. 1 more to each side. 1 more time. And relax. After all that, let's flip it on over to our stomach. Y'all, you made it Friday. I cannot emphasize enough how proud of you I am that you made it to Friday. All right, bring it on up to this little cobra stretch. We're just pressing up enough that we're getting lower back stretch, not so much that it hurts. Pulling the shoulders away from your ears. Bend one knee, look over your shoulder at your big toe. And switch. And relax. We're going to lower back down. All right, we're going to do a little bit of back stuff, and then we'll move on with our legs. So when we're chilling down here, we're going to start by making sure to take care of our lower backs, and that's going to mean squeezing the butt cheeks. So squeeze my butt cheeks to lift them up to the thighs, and I'm going to tighten my core muscles. So like if I was going to throw a medicine ball at you, I'm ready for it. You're going to tighten all these muscles in here. So we're sort of tilting the pelvis, squeeze the butt cheeks to tuck that pelvis under. Reach the arms forward, we're just chilling at first, and then we're just gonna lift the arms off the ground. They don't have to come up super high. So this is the first thing, this is a Superman. We're gonna take a couple deep breaths here. Really squeeze the butt cheeks to lift the thighs above the ground. We don't have to lift the arms super high, we're just resisting against gravity. We don't have to come up into a spiral extension. Then we're gonna turn it into a Superman. We're gonna open up. We're opening up into a sweat angel, I should say. We're in a Superman. 3, 2, one more time. I'm gonna plant the hands, tuck the toes under, press up into a plank. Take a deep breath here. Flatten out that back. One more deep breath. Bend the elbows to lower down. Reach the arms forward. Squeeze the butt cheeks, lift the thighs. We're gonna lift the shoulders off the ground. Take a deep breath into Superman. Turn it into a sweat angel. So again, really squeeze the butt cheeks. That's not only how we lift the thighs off the ground, but how we make sure that we're taking care of the lower back. 2 more. And then plant the hands, tuck the toes under, press up to a plank. Nice flat back here. Take a deep breath. And one more time. Bend the elbows to lower down. We're stretching it back out. Squeeze the butt cheeks, lift the thighs, lift the arms off the mat. One breath in Superman. Abs are working. We're not letting our belly relax at all. 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up to that plank. Take another deep breath. Back is flat, heart is dropped. Feet are shoulder width apart. Bend the elbows, lower down. One more time, stretch it out. Squeeze the butt cheeks, lift the thighs. Lift the arms, take a breath. 5, 4. One more time. Plant the hands, tuck the toes. Press up to that plank. Flat back. One more breath here. Back is flat, heart is dropped. Then the elbows lower down. Separate the knees. Butt comes back towards the feet. Child's pose. Take another deep breath down here, letting your lower back relax and your shoulders stretch forward. And then we're going to take it forward again to our stomachs. A little bit more back stuff. We're going to go swimming. It's so nice today. It's been nice swimming. It's really hot. Grinding. All right. So we're lower down, resting the head, just chilling down here. Squeeze the butt cheeks, lift the thighs. Reach the arms forward again. And then we're going to lift the arms just off the ground. We don't have to come very high. Remember that. Opposite hand and foot. Come back to the Superman. Opposite hand and foot. Come back to the Superman. So we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. And we're taking care of the lower back. We're not going to let the abs relax. So this won't strain the lower back. Check in with yourself. Check in with your torso. So we're sort of tucking the tailbone under as we squeeze the butts, engaging the abs as much as we can so that the lower back isn't having to do this job. Opposite hand and foot, opposite hand and foot. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Separate the knees. Butt comes back towards the feet. Stretch the arms forward. Take a deep breath here. Shift it on forward. We're going to square it up and do some cat and cow stretches. So we're just balanced between the left and the right. Press down into the shins, round the spine, exhale. Inhale, release the other way. Press down into the shins, round the spine, blow all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, release. 2 more. One more time. We're going to roll through that. Press into the shins, around the spine, rolling it up, rolling it up, rolling it up, and open up the chest. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Keep squeezing the butt cheeks, pulling the shoulder blades back. Taking a deep breath here. If you're good here, you can stay here. If you want to add to it, we're going to bring the hands to the heels. And we're going to take it back into this camel. But if this hurts, don't do it. If this hurts, go back to the last one. Take another deep breath. And relax. We're going to come down onto our sides, do a quick side series. on each side, and then we're done. And then we will have worked out on Friday. It's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna come down to a side series. For your side series, rest however is comfortable for you. You can be here, 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 whatever. The important thing is that from waist up doesn't move. And so from here down, we're focusing on stacking the hips. So we're gonna use our core strength to keep this hip above the other one, so we're not tilting or rocking, and this top arm can help you with that. So we're gonna start by taking the top leg forward. So it's perpendicular to the rest of the body, and upper body is gonna hold nice and still, and then we're gonna lift and lower. It's perpendicular. Now immediately, even though it's the leg that's moving, that should be apparent how that's core work. Because your core, your obliques, even your back is helping keep your upper body from moving. So keeping that extended leg parallel to the lower leg, lift and lower. Toe is pointed. Yeah, how we do it? Let's think about which muscles we're using. So the core is keeping us stable so we're not rocking and falling forward. The outside of the butt cheek and the outside of the hip are helping us abduct that leg from the midline. 3, 2, 1. We're going to extend that leg straight above the other one and lift it up about shoulder width apart. Kick it forward, bend it in, pull it back, extend it out. Kick it forward, keeping the upper body still. Bend it in, pull it back, extend it straight. So one big circle ultimately. Kick it forward, bend it in, pull it back. Keep the foot the same height off of the ground the whole time. So thinking about which muscles we're using again, it's a lot of core and obliques, so that from belly button up, we're not moving, we're not rocking, we're not laying back. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go the other way. So bring the foot to the butt, knee to the chest, kick it out, swing it around. Foot to the butt, knee to the chest, kick it out, swing it around. How is your butt doing? I say as though I can hear you. I'm interested though. I want to know. Foot to the butt, knee to the chest, kick it out, swing it around. Again, this top arm can help me, so I'm not rocking and swaying. Ten more seconds. How is your butt now? Hopefully your butt is fine. 3, 2, 1. So legs extended. We're gonna bring the knee and the foot forward and open and close. So both the knee and the foot are forward, but the hip is stacked, right? So I'm not tilting the whole body and I'm not laying back. Hip is stacked. It is going to require conscious thought to keep that foot and knee forward. It's going to try to drift back where it's a lot less work. This is the last thing we're doing on this side. Both the knee and the foot nice and far forward. Hips are stacked. 10 more seconds. How is your butt? 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Real quick. You know you can survive it because you've already survived it once. So again, we're gonna rest ourselves comfortably. So from waist up, just whatever is comfortable for you. You can rest your head on your hand, whatever. This top arm is here to help you, but we are ultimately trying to use the core. So we got one leg out, the other leg is perpendicular, and we're gonna lift and lower. And pretty quickly it becomes apparent how this is core work, even though it's a leg that's moving. We keep that leg perpendicular, shoulders stacked, hips are stacked. Lift and lower. If you felt like adding to this, you could always put ankle weights on. Not that you need to, just letting you know. Should you be so inspired as to make this harder? 10 more seconds. Keeping that foot perpendicular, keep that leg perpendicular. Using this top arm if that's helpful. 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna bring that foot back. So we're going to kick it forward, bend it in, and pull it back. Extend it straight. Kick it forward, bend it in, pull it back, and there it goes straight. Foot's gonna stay the same distance from the ground the whole time. This top arm is here to help me, especially when I do that kick forward. It's gonna be likely that I'll wanna use that arm to keep the balance. 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch directions on this. Trying to keep the foot the same distance from the height, same height off the floor, same distance from the floor. And now I'm gonna go the other way. Bring the foot to the butt, knee to the chest, kick it out, swing it around. Foot to the butt, knee to the chest, kick it out, swing it around. How is your butt doing? This one's a party. Again, foot stays the same height off of the ground. I'm thinking about which muscles I'm using all the way through the sequence. And heavily considering how my core is keeping me from rocking and swaying and toppling over. 3, 2, 1. All right, that leg is gonna come forward, knee and foot, open and close. So the knee's not straight up into the chest. It's again, more like that perpendicular one we started with. So knee is forward and foot is forward. Remind it to stay forward. It will have a hard time remembering to do that on its own because it's a foot. Using your core strength to stay stable and balanced, hips stacked, and then using the outside of this butt cheek to lift and lower that leg. 10 more seconds. Keep that knee and foot forward. 3, 2, 1. All right, you're gonna have a couple options for your hip stretch. One of them is to take the foot to the opposite thigh, pull that rested thigh into your chest. That's a totally chill, perfectly good way to get the stretch. Another option is the half pigeon. And for this one, we'll take one leg across the mat, one leg back. And then we can go deeper by inching back in the back leg. We're not gonna pull this foot forward because this knee is not a ball and socket joint, it's a hinge joint. So we're not gonna put the pressure on the knee like that. Instead, we'll scooch back into the back leg and we'll press down evenly into the left and the right hips. We're balanced here in the middle. We're going to take a couple more deep breaths here. And one more time. Plant the hands, tuck the toes under. We're going to take the front leg and kick it out to the sky, down dog splits. Lower that foot back down, listen to the ground. Now, if you were on your back doing the stretch, just switch legs. We're going to put the foot on the other thigh, pull the thigh into your chest. Or take it down into the half pigeon on the other leg. And again, we scooch back into the back leg. Don't pull the foot forward. Press down. Neither butt cheek will be on the ground because we're pressing evenly between the left and the right. And again, just taking deep breaths here. Heart drops. And one more breath. We're going to plant the hands, tuck the toes under in the back, send the bent leg up to the sky, down dog splits. Lower that foot back down, downward dog, press the heels into the ground. Take another deep breath here. We're going to walk or hop the feet forward and apart. So if you were on your back, flip it on over to Malasana, little hermit pose. Feet are far enough apart that both our heels are on the ground. And we're just going to take a couple deep breaths here. One more time, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to shift it on forward and sit back down where we first started. And taking our final cleansing breath. Connecting into the ground through the sits bones. Breathing in gratitude. Once again in celebration. Thank you so much for your time and your hard work and your enthusiasm. This is the highlight of my entire life right now. So thank you so much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you're my weekly folks, I will see you tomorrow. As always, if you are just getting a single class and you want the recording, just email me and I will send you the link to the recording. So thank you so much. Questions, requests, comments, etc., email them on over to sweatwithtimaree@gmail.com. Have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, you're so cute.